Good evening, students. For week 7 for my term 4 class 2020-22, we are going to explore the Bureau of Labor Statistics. It should be on your wall in some form or another if you are not year 2022. If you would click on it, it will automatically take you to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The website has several tabs, but I already have it preset for you to go to the student's desk side. The Bureau of Labor Statistics is where you find out all the statistics and data as it relates to the labor force in the United States. So there are a number of things here, but the ones that you will most likely and utilize the most, should I say, is the following tabs: career exploration. You have the charts and table, your glossary, your maps, your economy at a glance, and the videos, basically the last 6. So there are some words within the Bureau of Labor Statistics that you might not be familiar with. And so if you click on glossary, they have the words alphabetized, and if it starts with an A, you would simply click on it. If it starts with an L, you would click on it. So if you didn't know what the labor force was, the labor force includes all persons classified as employed or unemployed in accordance with the definitions contained in this glossary. So to get back as usual, you would just go back. The next one I want to show you is the career exploration, because you will be exploring the career that you desire. There are a number of things in here. So what they did was they clustered many careers within these tabs. And so although you see healthcare, of course, you know there are several areas in healthcare. So if you click on it, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different areas. Now you have the registered nurse tab, and I'm going to click on it, and it's going to show you basic information such as the quick facts of salary and the educational level of those individuals, the number of jobs in the year 2020. They also have the tabs across that are the same as these down here. So if you want to know what a registered nurse is doing, you will read the duties and such. I'm going to click back so that you can see that there's a tab that kind of summarizes it in a small sentence. So if you would like to see the pay, you will of course click on pay. And then if you just want to see how that career is projected, you would look under Job Outlook. All right. Look at the Job Outlook, you will see how this job is expected to do within a certain amount of time. So the data was collected for 2020. And in this first statement, it showed that registered nurses, the projected growth is 9% from 2020 to 2030. Now, we do know COVID happened, and of course, that probably increased the numbers. So they also tell you how many openings that there should be on average per year. So as you read this, you will see everything that they have and the projections and the percentage of that, the actual number of individuals that would be hired if it was 9%. So we're going to go back because you see that data, and you will see that this information is for each category, and you would simply click on whichever category that fits you. So make sure that you look under each so that you can see what career you are most likely to enter into and how that looks. So we're going to go back so that we can look at some other things. That was career exploration. I'm being a bit random, but if you would click on the economy at a glance, of course, you will see the map. And so the instruction is to basically select a state on the map to view employment and unemployment data for the state. So if you plan on living in Alabama, of course, you would click on Alabama. And if you plan on living in California, you would click on California for that data. For example, I will click on Wyoming. You will see a number of selections. You will see employment, and you will see some numbers. And in class, we can explain what those number means. You see employment, you see unemployment, and you see the unemployment rate. And this is all for Alabama. We're going to go back, and of course you would have to close this tab to do so. Now you may also notice that there's a Maps tab, and what it does is if you want to look at a specific statistic within the data, you would just click on whatever statistics you're looking for. So if you would like to see the employment by the state or the unemployment by the state, you just click on which one you prefer. So these are monthly employment rates for the states. This is annually, so it's done by the year. I'm just going to select unemployment rates for states. And because I live in Alabama, I will click on Alabama. All right. So you'll see at the top that the unemployment rate for Alabama is 2.9 in March of 2022. Now, if you go over to California, you see that number changes because it's done per state. And remember, this is by the month. The unemployment rate is 4.9% in March of 2022. So I'm going to go back. And if we were to do it annually or per year, and we select Alabama, you will see the annual rate or per year is 6.5, and for California, it is 10.2%. So it's a way to gain the data. And if you go back down, of course, you will see those things. But we're going to go back. So just showing you what is on each tab. Now, there are a number of charts and tables that are there. And we're going to click on that last. But if you would like to just see a video on some of the careers that they have, just click on the tab. And you will see just a few careers at the bottom. So we're going to scroll down and you will see archaeologists, dentists, nutritionists. So what this tab is for is just you taking a look at the careers and just learning about something that you may find interesting about one of those occupations. So if you would like to look and see what a dentist is doing, you see that they have a video on it. He is a dentist, of course, you see him in uniform, but it's just a small 2-minute and 58-second video. So we're going to go back, and we are now going to look at the charts and tables tab. If you click on the charts and table, you will see that they have the employment by major occupational groups, and this is the 2020 and projected 2030 numbers in thousands. So when you're looking at this, although it looks like a lot, it takes the cluster of careers that they have and they break them down in columns. To give you a gist of what this table is showing, we would just select a career within the clusters. So I would select life, physical, and social science occupations. You see this number is just an indication of the employment matrix code. Should you put this somewhere on the website, it should give you the clusters of careers that fall under life, physical, and social science occupations. Here you see the employment of 2020, those individuals who are employed. And then you see the increase, of course, 1,557.8. So looking at these two numbers, this shows you where it is in 2020. This shows you where it is in 2030. This shows you the employment change or the number from 2020 to 2030, and this shows the percent. This is the general salary, and what that does is takes the minimum and maximum number, and of course you know how to get the mean or the average. So that's all that those numbers indicate. Remember them so that when you are asked to look them up or to find it, you will know what you're looking for. So we're going to go back, and I just want to show you again that is in Google Classroom. It's under week 7, Bureau of Labor Statistics. You click on it, you will have all of these tabs.